is going to be locked now in third. Oh, and Larson gets shot out of line. Back up into traffic, and Martin Truex Jr. cartwheels under the catch fencing and barrel rolls onto the ground, and the caution flag is flown, and now the red flag immediately thrown out onto the racetrack. The cars will stop on the backstretch. We'll slow it down here in Daytona. A massive, massive crash on the front straightaway. Martin Truex Jr. turtled that race car right at pit road exit here. Let's take a deep breath here and take a look at this replay. All right, you see there, David Reagan just shot the 5 car down to the grass, and after that, Larson had no control whatsoever, and that car shot back to the right. Let's take a look from another angle here into the tri-oval. You see Larson get shot out, spinning the rear tires, trying to save it, but Martin Truex Jr. just climbs over the right rear tire and flies over the rest of the field and into the catch fencing. Right there, just right over top of that right rear tire, over top of Ryan Preece's car. And so many cars have to evade through the grass in the infield here. Man, just a vicious flyover, essentially, over Ryan Preece there. But Truex did walk out of the car on his own power, and there it is on the flatbed. That car is definitely done for the day here in Daytona. Let me take a look at the cars involved here. A ton of big names here. One more
time around Daytona, and Harvick leads.
Harvick barely is going to lead that lap.
Wallace now takes the lead on the inside. Can he hang on? Half a lap to go from Daytona. Blaney makes a move, and they crash. Christopher Bell tumbling, but they're side by side. No caution. It's Hamlin and Ryan Blaney. Who's going to win? They come back to the line, and it's Ryan Blaney in the closest of finishes.
2 1,000ths of a second. Oh my goodness, what a finish in Daytona. But a lot of cars involved on that final lap.
A 16-car crash wipes out all but, I believe, 7 cars here in Daytona Beach with Christopher Bell on his lid. He's moving around in the car. Obviously, can't tell if the window net is down because of how gravity works. A frightening accident, though, as Ryan Blaney gets his 3rd win of the NASCAR Community Cup Series 2023 season, here to end the regular season. Oh, what a race this was. You could see all the destruction. Bubba Wallace, one of the dominant cars of the day. Ricky Stenhouse, Justin Hailie, all in it late. Harvick was going for the win. What a storybook ending that would have been to Harvick's Daytona career. 2007 500 champion, but it wasn't meant to be. Here's a look at what happened. Blaney tried going 4 wide. He was getting desperate for the win, and he just wrecked Bubba Wallace, and then Christopher Bell got turned behind. Now here's the finish. They were side by side because AJ snuck through with more momentum, but then Blaney got a huge push from Truex, and after a bit of slamming, managed to take the win. It was Buescher who came down the track into the side of the 20 and just completely flipped him over. Wow. And same spot as Tyler Reddick, so he dug into that grass, and from there it was just a violent, nasty flip. Glad to see Christopher Bell actually get out of that car and all right. There was the finish again.
Back in the field. What a run today for the rookie. Oh, we got a car running back to Martin Truex here. Oh, flipping up and over, careening out of control, slamming to the ground multiple times, and finally coming to a rest on all 4 tires in turns number 3 and 4. The caution's out for a massive, a ginormous, a hellacious smashing flip for Martin Truex Jr. That car is destroyed. The red flag is pulled. The car is immediately coming to a stop on the front straightaway for this hellacious smashing flip for the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Take a look at what happened. Look in the middle lane, right behind Ty Gibbs. And looks like where he is. Oh, he came down, Martin Jr. spinning up in the air. And oh, man. What a violent flip. That is hard to watch. The G's he must have been experiencing must have been huge. Take another look at it here. Wow, there he is in the middle lane. Tried to come down and oh, wow. He just wasn't clear. And oh, wow. Weight shift up in the air. A violent flip for the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Wow. Take another look at it one more time. Here he is. Thought he was clear against the 8 of Kyle Larson. Was not. Got a weight shift up in the air. Reverse directions and oh man. Can't even commentate that. That is just crazy how much he flipped. He is heading
front.
to
Oh,
the...
big trouble! Bell upside down, sliding on his way down the back straightaway. Huge crash on the back stretch here in Atlanta.
What a hit for Christopher Bell. He flips into the outside wall and lands on his lid on top of the unluckiest super speedway racer of Kyle Larson.
And what a big flip for the 20 of Christopher Bell. 4 other cars collected. It's the big one here at Atlanta. The red flag has been brought out for this hellacious flip on the back straightaway.
Yeah, and it doesn't help him any better as Bell was only 11th in the point standings. Larson was out of the playoffs. Not great for these two drivers that have been battling each other for so long. They're not going to be too happy with their results in the points. But let's go ahead and take a look at it once again here. It looks like Larson gave Bell the wrong shove at the wrong time coming off the corner, and that was a horrible hit into the outside wall.
Maybe a little bit of a rivalry starting to build between Larson and Bell. We'll have to see where that continues. But again, huge hit for Bell into the outside wall. Hopefully he is okay. As these are the cars on the hook. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Corey LaJoie, Christopher Bell, and Bubba Wallace as drivers.
Oh, Blaney spinning off the bumper of Larson. Bounces back, jumping, and Truex hits him. Tires flying everywhere. It's a ginormous incident. The big one's going to strike here at the Glen.
Huge crash here at Watkins Glen. The 12 of Ryan Blaney absolutely destroyed. All the safety crews are out to make sure these drivers are okay after a big pileup. Kimi Räikkönen in the 91 involved. 23 of Bubba Wallace. Ryan Blaney's absolutely destroyed.
In a week where Ryan Newman can win the SRX championship, Ryan Blaney is given a hellacious smashing blow here as we take a look at this replay. It looks like Blaney gets washed up wide. The 5 of Larson gets up into him, and then just no one can stop. Fluid down on the racetrack. It looks like Daytona here.
It's an absolute parking lot here. This is going to send us to only 2 laps to go. Taking another look at how this happened. Looks like Larson just got loose, and oh man, huge hits for everybody. And Truex just went slamming into the 12 of Pennzoil machine. Big hit into the sand trap. Everybody involved.
Huge crash here. Watkins Glen again. The 12 of Ryan Blaney absolutely destroyed. Let's take a look at the replay here. Looks like coming off of the carousel. The 5 just loses it going in there. Huge hit for him. Destroys Blaney. Truex hits the 12 as well. And then there's just chaos after that.
A massive hit all the way throughout the field. This has got to be one of the biggest wrecks we've seen at the Glen, possibly ever. You just see there's clearly fluid down on the track, something that just keeps these cars moving when they're all on the brakes. Absolute carnage here.
Yeah, and to make sure these drivers are okay, let's go down to our pit reporters.
Here's Joey Logano with that 48 of Jimmie Johnson on his back bumper out of turn 4. They're gonna slide! Sideways goes Logano into the catch fencing and slamming back to the ground. And it's the 48 of Jimmie Johnson to get the win here at the Talladega Superspeedway. And a humongous incident on the front straightaway involving Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, Alex Bowman into the catch fencing. Oh, and it looks like some fans might have been injured as well here on the front straightaway. A vicious hit, a vicious crash in and out the regular season. Joey Logano up into the catch fencing. That car demolished.
Let's see this replay here. Coming out of turn number 4, the 48 had a great run. Oh, pushed the 22 down and got into him, slamming into the 19 up into the air. His car got forced. Let's see it again. I'm not sure if the 48 got on. Yeah, he did. He got on the left rear quarter of that 22 car, slammed him around, got hit. Oh, right. And you saw Logano, he hit the back end of the 48. That spun him back around. And you can see it full time here. Spun him back around and hit him parallel to the start finish line, it seemed, and perpendicular to oncoming traffic, and lift him up into the air and into the catch fencing. But nonetheless, it is Jimmie Johnson's day to celebrate. No.